Hello, welcome back to the Stay Fitness channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Daniela. I'm a fitness nutrition life coach specialized in obesity and diabetes management. So today I am proposing to you a Christmas festive protein sparing like egg white bread. Not sure actually if it's like in the protein sparing kind of calorie in terms of like fat ratio and all that, because I didn't really calculate it because it's not my intention to make a bread that fits the protein sparing day. It's just using the protein sparing bread recipe, making something super special that everyone in your family is gonna want to try, it's gonna want to eat, and for you to be able to stay on track and have a type of bread that you can have during Christmas dinner or festive or any other occasion. It doesn't even have to be Christmas. The only reason I made it Christmassy because I was in Sweden in literally Lidl buying food shop. I was with my friend and I saw they were selling like a silicone mold with a Christmas tree, and I thought, why not? But if you don't have one, you can make it normal. You can make those like you saw the carnivore's angel. She does like little scoops now, so you could like make a Christmas tree with scoops, or just a normal loaf of bread and still use this technique and this recipe. So yeah, let's look at how I made this super soft, super tasty Christmas egg white bread. So you've seen the video. I made double the recipe because I was doing some other recipe as well, but you can use half of this recipe, which I'm going to put in the link in the description below. But it's nothing complicated. You just whip up your egg whites, like 250 ml or around 7 egg whites with the usual cream of tartar and salt. And then I'm adding, finally I go around to buy some allulose which was shipped from the US, so I'm adding 1/4 cup for the full recipe, so it'd be like an eighth of a cup for just the Christmas bread. And then I've added a few other ingredients which are inspired by Indigo Nili, which is the whole egg powder. Here I'm adding around 40 grams for the full recipe, so around 20 grams for, so about a tablespoon a bit for this recipe. Some yeast, dry active yeast, just to give it some flavor, which I still don't know if it adds any flavor, but I kind of like adding it, even because so I use it up because I have it there. And then a bit of a controversial ingredient, so I saw Indigo Nili, she's adding arrowroot powder, and I checked what it is, and it's a starch. So I thought, I have so much of this tapioca starch at home, like this huge tub, and yeah, like I thought starch is starch, doesn't really, I don't think it changes much. So I added 2 tablespoons, or in the case of this recipe just 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch. It doesn't add many, I think it adds more or less only like 8-9 grams of carbs for the full recipe. And what it does, it brings structure and a bit of flavor to the recipe, but you can totally leave it out. It's not that big of a deal. I just started to experiment with this ingredient. So then you're going to place half of the butter on the bottom or whatever shape you're doing. Put a lot of cheese in the middle. I'm using manchego, it could be any type of cheese, like melty kind of cheese, and then cover it with the rest of the butter. And then I added some crispy bacon on top, because if we're not gonna add bacon to things for Christmas, then like what is Christmas even about if it's not about bacon? And then I baked it. So I did 15 minutes, and then I on the side I kept some of the bacon fat, added a bit more butter on top of that, and added some rosemary, which is just like, it's totally optional. You could be any other herb or just the bacon and butter grease. Maybe some salt flakes, it could also be nice, or anything like that. And so at 15-minute mark I added the herby butter and baked it for another 10 minutes. And then I cool it in the oven for 15-20 minutes, around 15-20 minutes, and I baked it at 325, the usual, like I didn't change the temperature or anything like that. And here it is, the final product. I must say it's so good. I've been eating it every day with my eggs, with my morning eggs. It's really soft, like definitely the allulose and the arrowroot powder definitely improved the texture. Of course the starch will make the crust nicer. So yeah, I really recommend trying all these add-ons that Indian is being experimented a lot with. The whole egg powder as well adds a little bit of fat, so trying to inject fat in this bread is definitely a good choice. And I really like the bacon bits on top, they were really nice, and the kind of buttery and herby flavor there as well. So I'm not tasting on camera just because I basically recorded these recipes last week, but there was a problem with the introductory video I made, so I'm re-recording that. But I've been eating the bread every day since. I kept it in the fridge and just slice it. I'm sure if you if you want to serve it to people, I would just warm it up. Just be careful when you warm up protein spread because they tend to dry, so just warm it up just so it's like room temperature or slightly warm, but I wouldn't like over toast it or anything like that, because then you just dry it even further. And I would put a nice some nice soft butter at the side, so everyone can like just put some butter on top of it. And it was so yummy, like 100% recommend this recipe. Or you can make it like, that's the thing, it's kind of bespokeable, because if you change cheese, let's say you put blue cheese in and then you put some other herb on top, it could really be fun. And I don't think anyone will, like, people maybe say, okay, this is not normal bread, but no one say like, what is this weird flavor, like, because lots of keto breads have like weird kind of flavors. So this one, like, it just tastes like a normal kind of like store-bought bread, like the white bread, like very, very similar. So yeah, I really hope you guys give my Christmas egg white bread a try. I think everyone's gonna love it. You can, as I said, I already said everything I wanted to say. So I just invite you to please subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.